Hello and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here. This is a different reading that I'm doing for you today, dear air element. And when I say air element, I'm talking about the masculine or male Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. So you are being shown as the King of Swords. This is a general reading, and I'm working with the energies, trying to see who you match with, who you get along with, what's going on with the people around you that have got the certain signs, which area of life they're affecting you in. And this is what I promised to do that I announced on my last readings. So here they are. These sort of readings will be done at the end of the month for the following month. So these readings are now for all of June. Okay, I still will be doing my normal beginning of the month readings as well as mid-month. So don't worry about that. This is because I'm doing more because there's been, people have been telling me they need more videos from me. So here they are. Hope that you like this set out. I would love it if you would comment and tell me whether you enjoy these readings. I'm open to suggestions as well, so I'd love to hear your comments about it. Thank you so much for being here. And now I've put all the queens around the king, therefore to see how they play out in your lives. Now, this is a reading for whoever is an air sign in a relationship, or whoever is taking on the masculine air qualities in a relationship, whether this is love, business, or even family, even friends. Okay, so just before I start the reading, I'd like to let you know that first of all, we're in Gemini time. So if you're a Gemini and watching, happy birthday. We're having a new moon in Gemini on the 3rd of June, and the full moon will be in Sagittarius on the 17th of June 2019. Also, the sun will be moving into the sign of Cancer on the 21st of the month, depending on where you are in the world, of course. So many happy returns, happy birthday to Cancerians that are cross-watching for their air sign partners or family members. Let me take some cards. I will open up the cards. First of all, see who is where. So in the position of the crowning area, we've got a fire sign, so Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. In the recent past position, we've got a water sign, so Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. In the outcome position, we've got the Queen of Pentacles, which is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And in the position of the distant past, we've got the air sign, so Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising. And I'm going to say, like, even if it's not a fire sign, let's say that's going to be matched up with you. Fire, whichever queen shows up as the most positive, they may just have strong fire in their chart. I'm going to see some more cards, so we will get more clarity. Now, in relation to the positions, this, looking at it as an astrological wheel, this would be the area of the status and the career section. Also, what's on this king's mind. This would be in the position of the ascendant. This is the position of the descendant. And this is the area of foundation. So around home, family, etc. Stability. Here we've got the ascendant area would be the area in the astrological chart. So we're looking at the area of Aries and Pisces. Now, Aries and Pisces is the ending, Aries is the beginning. So I don't know how that works in your life. We could be talking about someone who's got water and strong Aries in their chart, or it's a Piscean water sign that also has Aries strong in their chart. in the descendant area, and this is where the sun rises, right? So that is like a beginning in the descendant area where the sun sets, and this would be in the area of 6th and 7th house. So your daily routine, your health, your work, as well as your partnerships, okay, romantic, business, or otherwise. The Queen of Pentacles is right there. So there is earth in that area for you. Let's take a card for each of the elements here, and let's see what we've got. So let's start at the top with the Queen. So I would say like the air sign here, so Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, male or masculine energy is on his mind would be this fire sign, right? This is what's on his mind, and this is what's his goal. Now, having her in the career area, especially holding a wand, it does speak of career very much so. So there are many messages in the positions and in the cards. Let's take a card for the Queen of Wands, and we've got the Nine of Wands. I will explain the cards in a minute. Let's look at the water sign to the left. We have the Judgment card. Wow. So this is Pluto. So we've got Pisces and Scorpio very strong here. And it's a major arcana card, so we have to take that into account. Let's look at the earth sign here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We've also got the sign of Sagittarius. So she may have strong Sag in her sign. It's another major arcana, so very important. The air sign, which is at the foundation area, so Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, we have the Page of Wands, which is also fire elements. So we're talking about air and fire. Could be quite explosive. Okay, so what I'd like to do is explain the cards first. Let's go with the Queen of Wands. So she's holding, we've got the Nine of Wands here. I usually see the Nine of Wands as being put through the ringer, having been put through a hard time. Now, the Queen of Wands can be a business owner, someone who is quite spontaneous but very fiery as well. I see the Nine of Wands as a barrier, a wall that's been put up. Now, whether it's her having been through a hard time or this King of Swords having been put through a hard time from this fiery queen here, it could go either way. Now, she is holding that 10th wand, so 10 wands speak of a completion. This can also be very creative energy. This king could be completing some creative venture project with this Queen of Wands. So this could be someone that's around his work, or it could be someone that he feels very passionate about, but there is a wall between these two people here. So that's what I see for that. With the water sign, so more than likely Scorpio and Pisces are here. Not so much Cancerian energy, but she's still a water sign, so Cancer is obviously in the mix. Now we've got the Judgment calling here. Now this is very karmic. This is a very, very karmic card. It does usually speak of karma. Many times it's around eclipse time. It does show an eclipsed moon in the traditional tarot, but it also has an angel here. So there is an awakening. There is something that has died is coming back to life. So there is some sort of a healing through crisis with this Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups is someone who's very intuitive, someone who can be over-emotional, very open with her feelings. Maybe there has been, let's say this could be someone from the past. She's actually looking at the past. And there is rejuvenation and a second chance happening here with this Queen of Cups, who could have very strong water, more than likely sun sign. For some of you, of course, this could be moon or rising as well. So if the storyline suits your life, then take it. Okay, now this is a second chance, as I said, but it's also an awakening, and it could be happening from now until mid-year, because July is when the eclipses are happening. Today is actually the 29th of May, so where I'm already seeing eclipse energies happening. So again, major arcana, so strong energies here to do with death and transformation and change. Now in the foundation area, we have the Queen of Swords, who can be someone who is quite suited to this King of Swords. They're from the same element, but it looks as though this Queen of Swords could be someone that's quite fiery, someone who's wanting to go on an adventure, someone who is very risk-taking, because the Page of Wands is someone who's wanting to go on an adventure. She may have strong Sagittarius in her chart, and there could be just strong communications, a lot of communication where passion and creativity is concerned with this Queen of Swords. Now, with the Page of Wands, it is a very creative energy as well. So we've got the Queen of Swords, who is someone who holds back. They're not very open with their feelings, but here I see quite a different energy coming through with this Queen of Swords. She's someone who's probably been hurt in the past, but she's ready to go on a new adventure. Now, she's in the foundation area, so something to do around this king's stability, his home, his roots, even his heritage. Okay, so that's what I get from these cards. Here with the Queen of Pentacles, we've got the angels, your spirit guides, and there is a very, very strong healing energy. This is the card of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is all about truth, all about spirituality. There could be a very strong spiritual bond between this Queen of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Now, she's very loving and nurturing, very grounding sort of energy. And I'd like to say that if this is a Virgo, she's very cerebral, and that's where she matches with this King of Swords. So the communication would be amazing. But you know, with the card of Temperance, it does speak of patience. It talks of something being worked in the background that you don't know about. So these are your angels. This is a blessed energy here. So as I was saying, Sagittarius is also, it's got a lot to do with becoming the teacher, with lessons that are learned. It's the guru, right? It's also got a lot to do with foreigners, so foreign exchange, dealing with someone who's from a distance. Could this Queen of Pentacles, whether it's a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, could she be someone that's at a distance or from a foreign background, or maybe just her childhood conditioning could be from another world? So you're coming from two different worlds, I would say here. And again, Sagittarius is very spiritual. I need to point that out. There's a lot of spiritual tendencies here with the Temperance. And the Temperance is, you know, faith. There's a lot of faith. Maybe this Queen of Pentacles is holding on to faith. Now, religion comes into the mix as well. Could there be a difference in religion, or just, you know, the spiritual beliefs? Maybe there is a difference in that. Let's take 3 cards. And I'd like to set them out in a way where it's showing past, present, future. As well as that, see what the cards are all about. Let's just see. Cutting them in 3, and I will look underneath. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Now, right on top of the King of Swords, we've got the 8 of Cups. So this card to me is someone who is growing spiritually, maybe going on a spiritual retreat. The King of Swords has got another side to him, which is quite emotional. Now with the Eight of Cups, this is something that he's left behind, something that did not fulfill his life. He's looking for a partnership, a relationship where he can be on the same page, whether this is business or romantic, doesn't matter. He's looking for a new partnership, something that's missing. He's invested a lot of time, quite some time here, but he's on a spiritual journey. And again, it does show the eclipsed moon. So not in this deck. Here we've got a full moon. So could this be happening around the full moon on the 17th in Sagittarius? So this is in the present position. He's actually moving, whether this is physically or spiritually. Let's look at what's in the recent past. This is in the now position. Recent past, we've got the Fool. And the Fool is a major arcana, so it's right on top of the Judgment card. So being given a second chance, wanting to take a risk, starting a brand new chapter in her life. This Queen of Cups here, as I said, Pisces, Scorpio, could also have Aries, and I did say Aries before because the Fool is the card of Aries. So this is a brand new cycle. She's traveling lightly. She's going to take a risk. She's starting something brand new. She's leaving the load behind and going off on a journey. But she's looking towards the past. So I don't know how that plays out in your life. Let's look at the near future. And we've got the Page of Swords. So this is all about communication, knowledge, even education. So this could be a message that comes through. And this is right on top of the Queen of Pentacles. So some truth is going to come out. And it's all about communication and clarity. That's what I see with this. Page of Swords. Now this Queen of Pentacles could also be a student. She could be furthering her studies, maybe looking into anything to do with the worldly, anything to do with the world, because Sagittarius is all about, you know, the bigger picture. So, and it's funny that this King of Swords has obviously started a brand new cycle, but I would say that he's looking at something still from the past and he's moving towards the future. I would say that he's leaving the past where it is and he's moving towards the future, and he will be communicating it very strongly, especially with this Queen of Pentacles. So let's take some more cards. I'm going to take another card on each of the queens. A bit more information. Now, you know, the King of Swords could also be someone who works in the legal field, but he can also be someone who is going through divorce. Let's take first card for the Queen of Wands. Second card is for the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Wands, we have the Magician here. And the Magician is the planet Mercury, so it's all about communication. There could also be illusions around the Magician. So this could also speak of this Queen of Wands being someone who's very successful. She's the magician pulling a rabbit out of a hat. Now, if she's a partner at work, if you're in a partnership in relation to any creative projects, she's the magician. She's amazing. She's got all the tools necessary to make the magic happen. Now, the magician is a very good communicator as well. So communication, for those of you that are being blocked by this queen, or you're blocking this queen yourselves, then the magician says that communication needs to take place, and we're in the time of Gemini, so it's very important Now, Mercury rules Virgo as well as Gemini. So they may have, this Queen of Wands may have strong, even moon sign. Okay, moon or rising signs could be in one of those signs that I just mentioned. But also, if not, then this Queen of Wands is a very good communicator. For a few of you out there, she could be someone that's trying to pull the wool over your eyes, or you could be trying to do that to her. Now, let's look at the Queen of Cups. We've got the Seven of Wands on top of the Judgment card. Now, the Seven of Wands to me speaks of, I always notice those 6 wands that are down the bottom there, which could speak of ego. So maybe there was a sense of ego and as well as passion within this relationship, whether this is family, business, or even romantic. So there is some sort of a transformation. I believe that whatever barriers were up, because the Seven of Wands is a card of conflict, but it does speak of, you know, the desire coming through more strongly, because look at the way, like, he's holding that wand. He's very passionate. There's a strong desire to, you know, to win over whatever what barriers or have been put up, or whichever naysayers are against this happening or against you getting together with this Queen of Cups. Then I believe that if this is the person that you're interested in, you're getting another chance, and you need to keep going, keep fighting for it. Now, you've got the upper hand. For those of you that, you know, this reading can go the other way. This Queen of Cups could have the upper hand. She's fighting for a second chance with you. At once there was success. You were at the 6 of Wands. Now you're at the 7. Now, 7s are a number of the divine. So whatever transformation is going on here, it's going to be one where you've got the upper hand. And yes, there may be still obstacles, but you're going to have the power with Pluto, or this Queen will have the power through Pluto to push through any obstacles. Let's look at the Queen of Pentacles. And we've got the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is an offer of love that's coming through. Now, this Queen of Pentacles could have also water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer in her chart, strong or moon or rising signs. We've also got the sign of Sagittarius here. So as I can see with the Knight of Cups, it's an offer that's being brought forth. So if she's got strong water in her chart, she's offered you her heart, right? And she's being patient, because this Knight of Cups takes a while. He trots. He actually is in really deep right now. So this Queen of Pentacles is in really deep. Now, if you've got strong water in your chart, if you're an air sign, so Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, then you're in deep and you've offered the cup, or you're coming forth very slowly, very slowly. So she's had to be really patient. The offer of love is coming through. There is some sort of an offer, whether it's love or business, doesn't matter. It could even be an offer of money, a financial offer. Let's look at the Queen of Swords, and we've got the 7 of Swords. Wow. So 7 of Swords is someone who is quite stealthy, someone who is a very strong communicator. They can get away with a lot. The communication is so sharp here. And this Queen of Swords is the risk taker. But there's been some sort of a deception, some sort of stealth between you and this Queen of Swords. And I wonder what that could be, because we've got the card of passion and risk-taking and messages in between the 7 of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Now, if we put the swords together, that's 8 swords. So that's the imprisonment card, like feeling as though you can't move forward with this Queen of Swords, even though it's just all up in your head. Now, could there be a younger fire sign between you and this Queen of Swords? I suppose so, with the 7 of Swords. Could be. Could just be. So I'd like to say that whatever communication is going on between you and this Queen of Swords, I think that things will be put straight, and it's worth taking the risk, because right in between here we've got the card of passion, the card of risk-taking, and it's like going on an adventure. So it's better to have movement after communication than to be in a situation where nothing is moving forward. So truth is very important here. Now, the Page of Wands can also be a child, an adolescent child that is starting a new journey, starting their journey. They could be studying. But the mask stands out to me. See the mask? Where there is perception, but there is no communication. See that? His mouth is covered. That's why I don't feel as though the communication has been had here. And it needs to be. The truth needs to be told. So I'm going to take 3 more cards. And we shall see what else we have. Dear air signs. Past, present, future. Okay. Past, present, and future. So in the past, on top of the Queen of Swords, we have the Hierophant. So this could be a card of marriage, a card of restrictions, being boxed, truth not being told within a committed partnership or relationship, whether this is work or home, personal. The Hierophant is the card of Taurus. So I did speak about a third person. Could it be a Taurian that is in the mix? Someone who's got maybe air. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Also a bit of fire. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and Taurus. Could be sun sign Taurus. I don't know. Nevertheless, this is a card of having to do things by the book. But this Queen of Swords with the 7 of Swords speaks of stealth. So, I don't know. In the distant past, maybe there was, because the Queen of Swords even severs ties. She could be severing ties and wanting to go off on an adventure and not letting you know about it. She could be filing for divorce and you have no idea. Let's look at the now position. So you're at the position of 7 of Pentacles. So looking at a situation, there is stagnancy here. You're looking at what you've invested and wondering whether you should invest more time. Now, we do have Earth energy. So you're either looking at the Queen of Pentacles, who is Earth, or this is just a moment of taking 5. Other things are more important, money matters, whatever, anything like that. And again, 7, spiritual number. So taking your time is the right thing to do. And the future position, we've got the Two of Cups, yeah. Oh my God, beautiful. 2 of Cups is an emotional connection. This is in the near future, and it's right on top of the Queen of Wands. But I did also mention Virgo and Pisces here. So whether you are Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, or Virgo, or Gemini, I said Pisces, rule out the Pisces, sorry, Virgo or Gemini, because the Magician is rules Virgo and Gemini. So we've got the 2 of Cups here. So we've got water here as well. Now the water signs that have been mentioned here are Scorpio and, oh, I was going to say no. Scorpio is the main energies. And I did say I threw Pisces out there, so I'm going to have to say Pisces because Pisces was also mentioned here. So there is some sort of a connection here right on top of the Queen of Wands. Okay, so the future is showing a deep connection, a mutual relationship, a soulmate energy here. For those of you that are going through change within your relationship, you're looking at it. You're really, really looking at it. I do feel that you will be given a second chance. I don't see that many of you will be severing ties. There will be a few of you, but mainly with this card in the future position, I really, really like it. So you're going to come to an understanding. For those of you that there was a triangle situation, for those people, I'm sorry, but that's like, for most of you, that's going to be over. So I can only touch on a few of you. I can't read the story for each and every one of you. So I hope that this was of clarity for you. I hope that it helped your questions. Please do not hesitate to watch your moon and your rising signs as well. Thank you so much. And I'm open to suggestions. As I said, please comment. So I'm waiting to read those. And let's see what we'll get out of these readings. Thank you so much, air signs. Thank you. Bye-bye.